Hello everyone, welcome to GwPro Trading. It's Michael here, and today we're going to be taking a look at NZDCHF. If you're new to this channel, I recommend that you subscribe and also smash on that notification bell on this channel so you'll be getting information whenever I post content such as this one. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at NZDCHF and also what opportunities we have with NZDCHF and when is the best time to start looking for buying opportunities, and also what phase of the market we are currently. All right, let me just go ahead and break this down for you guys, also step by step as well. We have NZDCHF also trading in what could also be a drop from a very good high such as this one. All right, that was also back 2008 when we had price tested support, back 2008, also test back 2011, also test 2015 when we had price break the structure. However, during those tests we had price move up to resistance around 0.79765. okay, so we had price test that resistance area, went back to test the support, test back the resistance area, went back to test the support, and we also have it that during that time in 2016 after 2015 when price hit and rejected this support right here, the price couldn't make that move up to this resistance anymore. Then we started having new resistance forming at the lower region. All right, so we had that bounce right here, then the impulse or the momentum that was pushing price from this low was also fading out gradually, and we also start seeing price continue to move down to downside. However, price did break through that territory here in 2020. All right, then we would say, right, that we've started to see what we could assume as a lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, so what we're looking at a possibility of the next lower high, and there's a good chance that we might have the next lower low to the downside. All right, so there's a very good chance that we might have that. Okay, so we'll look at also what we have from a different time frame. Okay, so going down, zooming in a little bit on the monthly time frame, we can as well see that we identified two structures here. If I just go ahead, put up resistance here, and as you guys know, when I'm looking at resistance here, I look at resistance as more of numbers of weeks that I can touch in a particular trend line or a particular line. Okay, so I have it that I have 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, probably that was in 2021, which is the current trading year, and we also have it that price then moved up from this low up to testing and rejecting that point there. All right, so which gives us an idea that there is so much supply also in this market than both. All right, so there's so much supply than demand here. We also had prices start from here to fell one more time here, and then we saw that this structure was also taken out. So what we're looking to do overall, we're looking for those bullish opportunities to study in the market and for price to be back into 0.577 territory, because this is a very huge environment here, having price tested this territory also previously in the past. All right, so we're going to work out a trading plan for that. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is overall we're going to be bearish on this one. Okay, so we're going to be bearish, and then we'll only wait for bearish opportunities also with this one, and that is what we're going to be doing for the whole of the period. So we're going to wait for any structure, be it a triangle. All right, so be it a flat. Okay, so we're going to wait for either a triangle and maybe a breakout, a retest, then we can continue going down, or we could wait for some sort of pullback in an ABC format, and then we can wait for such patterns, and once we have the break we can then still continue downward. All right, or also we could also have what could have also created an embedded head and shoulder. Okay, such let me just go ahead and clear this one before now. Okay, so we could also have what could also be just maybe an embedded head and shoulder structure, and then we could also continue down to downside. Right, that could also create an A, B, C, and maybe a fake out around some way structure like that, and then we can continue going down. Right, so what we're going to be doing overall for NZDCHF, we're going to be looking for opportunities to sell. Okay, we look for opportunities to sell, and that is what we're going to be doing for the whole of the week. Right, so looking at this on a monthly time frame, I just want to go out here and then also pick out structures for you, and then let's see what we have here. So looking at this on a monthly time frame, if we just go ahead, turn this into a line chart. Okay, this is a line chart, and know that for a line chart it's best because you're not going to see those weeks. Okay, you're not going to see those weeks here. So what we have here is that we have a structure here. So we just go ahead, put up a structure there and nicely, and also we have price breaking that structure there. All right, trading to downside. Okay, so looking at this one on a weekly time frame, we can as well see that last week, what we had throughout last week, that we had price reject this territory. Okay, it's one of the coolest thing to see. Okay, price rejecting the territory, but you want to see structural confirmation. Apart from the fact that price rejected that territory, you want to see structural confirmation, because also similarly, when I also had price trading inside of this zone here. All right, so we had multiple touches. Right here we had fake out one. Let me just go ahead and just a little bit, all right, because I was looking at all these structures here. All right, so we had this rejection right here, price paid out, faked out again, all right, rejected that. All right, so we wanted to see with this candle here, once this candle was able to stay, bulls got in here, got out here, and we had price trading in that. So we wanted to know, we knew that at next trading week we want to start looking for selling opportunities, and that also reflected on the daily time frame, because that was when I wanted to see that also played out nicely. Okay, we had price trading right here, fake out once, twice, then voila, that was validation with this point. Okay, so validation with that point, and we had price drop to downside. However, I did target a very small area. Okay, so my initial target was inside of here, because I wanted to see price test the support first, and once that was done, I waited for the whole of the day to have a little retracement, and then I could also sell back into this next support. But then price did not retrace, but price however went up to, or went down to, this territory. Okay, so what we're looking at, a possibility here that we have what could also be a rejection on a weekly time frame. As you can as well see, there's a rejection on a weekly time frame and also a daily time frame. There is also a rejection on a daily time frame. Okay, so that's very nice to have double confirmation for such kind of structure. Okay, so on a daily time frame, we have another confirmation for a structure like that. All right, so what we want to be looking at here is we're going to be looking at where are we going to, when will be the best time to start looking for sell opportunities. Okay, so we have one fake out, twice. So what we're going to be looking to do is we have a resistance to supply here. Okay, so best entry, the daily. Let's go ahead to the daily, and let me show you with you also the best entry point and what you can as well expect to do. All right, so in the week, I'm going to have to watch out for how price will react around this huge support, because here this is now our very point of concern, because we had support here during this drop, we had support and we had price going up here. So there is huge demand inside of this territory and there's huge supply inside this territory. So what we're going to be looking at is a whole territory such as this one. We want to wait for price to at least move up to a point where we can also have a minimum risk. Okay, minimum risk, and we could then look for some short opportunities back at least. What I'm going to be looking at for a target, because I like to take proper targets. Okay, statistical one that also fits my personality as a trader, and you can as well see that the 127, which is the extended area, is somewhere around this point here. So I can just go ahead, put up a line for you guys, and then you guys can also see that my 127 is also in that zone. Okay, so you can as well wait for those that are actually looking to see continue trading. You can actually wait for price to drop into this zone. So on a 4-hourly time frame, we would be looking to achieve that target. Okay, for a 4-hourly time frame. All right, so we're looking to achieve that target. So we have a little bit of pushback. Okay, so some sort of retracement levels there. It could also be nice to test the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of this swing. So we look at this. I think also best areas could also be 0.627. All right, that's cool area. Then we can look to risk maybe 46 pips around the highs, and look to add 10 pips as well. You know, guys, I want to add 10 pips always. I can also add 10 pips, so which I'm going to raise 50 pips. And for example, okay, so I'm going to look to target 140 pips if I'm looking to trade. All right, so that's what I personally I would do. Okay, so and that's how I would trade this one if I was looking to trade in the week, right? And that would also give me a very nice profit of more than a 1:3 risk to reward. Okay, so that would be very nice, and I also want to set up like that week in, week out. That's cool, phenomenal. All right, so see you next time. Subscribe and like. also share with friends. That's the best. Thank you, and it will also help in the creation of more videos.